Well, I hope that you enjoyed tonight's video. We're going to be talking about how to replace a Seiko crystal. And as you can see here, what I put in here is I put in a high dome crystal. And a lot of people are going to that over the last few years. I'd like to share with you just how to go about doing that. What I do is I use a razor blade, and you get underneath that bezel. Now, be really careful not to cut your thumb when you're doing this, or any other finger. Okay, and then that will pry it up a little bit. Then you use your watch case opener, then you pop that up. Anyway, then that will leave you the bezel ring with the glass, the crystal inside that bezel ring. And behind that bezel ring will be a white gasket, a white plastic gasket. You don't want to lose that. Now when I replace this, now let me just share something else really quick. One reason that I went with an acrylic high dome crystal is I buy these in bulk for about $2 a piece. And it doesn't cost hardly anything. And as you can see, the watch is really nice, but the band is all worn, the coloring's coming off. Lots of scratches, and you really can't see it unless it's under magnification, but the top coating is worn down and chipped off. So it's still a nice watch, it still works really good, but I didn't want to invest any money in a $15 to $25 crystal. So this is a solution that I think looks really good. So anyway, you have that bezel ring off, this gold bezel ring, and then inside that is a glass crystal. And if the glass crystal is all scratched up or cracked, it doesn't really matter if you hit it with a hammer. A lot of times then it'll come out, or if it does shatter and you put it over a plastic bag, it's fine. That's probably not the most sophisticated way of doing it, but if you're going to throw away the crystal anyway, I don't spend a lot of energy trying to take it out over carefully if I'm going to throw it out anyway. Then what you do is you get this crystal here. It's a 30.8 millimeter step tight crystal. And these do come with a metal ring on them. So what I did is I just removed, or just didn't use the metal ring, and I put that plastic crystal in there, and just inside the bezel. Now one thing I'll mention before you put that crystal in there, you need to put that white plastic gasket on there. You place it actually on the other side of the bezel ring, and this sounds complicated, but it's actually really simple. And then once you do that, then you just press it back together with maybe a tool like this. These have all sorts of different fittings. I'll just be honest with you, I just put the watch in there like that when I got ready, and gently pressed on it with that, real gently. There's going to be a lot of watch repair people kind of cringe when I say that, but I'm not going to lie and say I used a more sophisticated way. Oh yeah, when you're putting those crystals in, you do have to use a tool like this. And what that does is it compresses that crystal just a little bit in order to put it in that bezel ring, and it'll be super tight. This tool is made by Timex, but I use it for just about every watch brand there is, and these are just super handy if you have one of these. Almost always they're easier than this, but alright, let's see if there's anything else I haven't covered. I think that's about it. If you have an old Seiko sitting around and it works real good and you like it, but you don't want to invest $15, $20, $25, $28 for a crystal, What you might want to do is just pop in an acrylic crystal. It's super tight in there. I don't know how water resistant it is, but I'd bet that you could wear that on a rainy day and be fine. This is reminiscent of how a lot of watches were from the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. They would use an acrylic crystal and press it real tight, expand it real tight against that bezel ring, and then it would be fairly watertight. And then, but it's the white gasket that's behind the bezel ring that also keeps it water resistant. Anyway, I just thought I'd do a fun little video. This watch is a 7N43. That's the movement 9048. You can pick these up on eBay for $15 to $35. And there's a really nice looking watch. It's loomed, day date works on it. And it has the Japanese made quartz movement. I think this watch is I think it's about 1992 model, but it could be, it may not be the case, but it's just kind of my best guess. Well, I hope that you enjoyed today's video. I know this is a little bit different, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to do a different type of video. We all have a lot of us have a bunch of Seikos around, and boy, it's expensive to replace those crystals, so this is just a less expensive option, just to go with a 30.8. Worked really good for me. Okay, I just want to mention we do have about 125 other watch related videos on YouTube that we hope that you'll also enjoy. If you like our videos, please subscribe. That means a lot to me. And lastly, my wife and I are Christians. In our watch review videos and our watch repair videos, we never use bad words or have bad attitudes, and our videos are Christian friendly, family friendly. Well, thank you for watching, and have a good night.